Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster, and welcome back to Ask Lukenessmonster, episode 79, the series on the channel where I answer your guys' questions from the comments down below. So if you guys want your questions answered in next week's video, make sure to go down and comment on this week's video, and I will try my very best to answer it. Real quick though, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to go down and hit the like button and subscribe because we are doing a giveaway. At 8.5k subs, we are going to be giving away this clone Captain Rex. You do have to be subbed to the channel to enter those, so make sure you go down and hit the like button and subscribe. We actually just hit 8,000 subscribers, which is incredible, so thank you guys so much, and we are like right around the corner to that giveaway. So like I said, if you're not subbed, make sure you go down and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out. And looking into the first question from Dusty Trooper, he says, do you think that Hasbro will re-release hard-to-find archive figures that are really expensive now, like Episode 3 Anakin? I'd assume archive figures would generally always be available since it's literally archived. So that's a great question, and I think that it depends on the figure, but they do tend to re-release archive figures here and there. For example, like some of the archive figures have been re-released on the 40th card. For example, like the Scout Trooper just recently got the Return of the Jedi 40th card, and I know Yoda got the Empire 40th card. So there's a few like that got re-releases, but they also kind of do like archive repacks every once in a while. Like I know they did a 2021 kind of like archive repack, quote unquote, where they did like a repack wave of the most popular figures from archive wave, all the archive waves in 2021. So I know like Cody, the 501st, I want to say maybe like the Death Trooper and Thrawn were all in that archive repack wave. I could be wrong, but yeah, just kind of stuff like that where they kind of been doing repack waves and re-releases, but we'll have to wait and see. I do think Episode 3 Anakin will get a re-release of some sort, whether it's a brand new body or if his archive figures repacked in some different version packaging. The next question, I think, from it's going to happen eventually. It's just a matter of time. With the newest appearance of Admiral Yularen, do you think we'll see a Black Series figure of him, and which version of him would you like to see? Great question. I 100% think we're going to get him in the Black Series eventually, and with his recent appearance in Andor, I think we're 100% going to see him in the Andor packaging. It just makes sense. They have an actor to do the face scan for to get photoreal. So if we're going to get a version of Admiral Yularen, it's going to be a Andor, like Imperial version is what it's going to be. So I'd love a Clone Wars version, but it's going to be an Imperial, I'm assuming Andor version if we are going to get him. The next question from Star Wars Collector, he asks, what would your dream 8-figure wave in the Black Series be? You can include remakes, repaints, and new molds, anything. Great question. Well, of course, I gotta go with 5s and Echo. Echo would be, of course, a repack from the Target exclusive wave, but 5s would be brand new, which I would absolutely love. He would have his Phase 2 helmet rather than the ARC Trooper helmet, and I think it would be awesome. But that would be the first 2 figures in the wave, and of course you gotta have a Starkiller in there. I absolutely love Starkiller, and it's about time we get him. Then there would be also a Captain Rex re-release. Captain Rex is pretty popular, and I think it's about time he gets a re-release. And then for the last 4 spots, I gotta go with just some of those classic 501st troopers we don't have yet. So, you know, Hardcase, Tup, Kix, and like Oppo or Dogma. I don't know, I just think we need some of those 501st troopers, and it would be awesome to add to the collection. The next question from Nicolas. He says, do you think exclusives will be more valuable in the future since essentially they are harder to get, typically, and one would assume they don't make as many of them? Thanks. So, yes, that is a general rule, is that exclusives do tend to be more valuable, but I think it depends on, like, the scenario. Like, I think the demand for the figure, if it's a popular character, that could raise the price of it, or just how hard it is to get. Like, it could be an exclusive, but it could be super easy. Like, GameStop exclusives are pretty easy to find in store, which means they're not as valuable, but something like a Target exclusive, like ARC Trooper Echo, that's a very popular character, and it was hard to find in stores, meaning that it's a lot more valuable. So it really just depends on a lot of factors. The next question from G-Man. He says, do you think we'll get the new Mandalorians from Season 3 of The Mandalorian, such as the new Mando soldiers from different Mando units that we saw in the trailer, or even Dr. Pershing? That was a lot of Mandos in one sentence, but yeah, absolutely. The Mandalorian line has been Hasbro's most popular line, just by far, when it comes to like Galaxy style packaging. I believe it's like 20 or 30 figures in the Mandalorian line now, and they're gonna keep on pumping them out. I'm sure that's what Lucasfilm is like telling them to make the most of, and so they're gonna make every opportunity to make as many Mando figures as possible, whether it's background Mandalorians or just new characters from season 3 or old characters from season 3. They're gonna pump out Mando season 3 characters for sure. So yeah, I would definitely expect it. Maybe a Dr. Pershing. I don't know. He's a cool character, but he wasn't super big, and unless we see him in some newer media, I don't necessarily know that they'll go back and make him. The next question from Phase 2 Action Review, he says, do you think Hasbro should make more Star Wars Battlefront figures? If so, who should they be? Great question. Battlefront's one of my favorite games. I've absolutely loved it. And I actually would love to get to it on the gaming channel. If you guys didn't know, I have a second channel, which is my gaming channel. Make sure to go check that out. It is linked in the description. I do hope to get to playing it eventually. But yeah, they should totally make more Battlefront figures. For starters, all the rest of the ARC Troopers, I know TVC got most of those ARC Troopers from Battlefront 2, but not Black Series. So I would love for them to go back and make those ARC Troopers in Black Series. But I'd also love to see them do maybe like an Iden Versio. I know she's not the most popular character, but we did get the Inferno Squad agent. I think it'd be pretty cool to get an Iden to go with her, or with them, I guess. And then, of course, I want to see them make more Battlefront 2015 characters. I'm a big Battlefront 2015 fan, one of my favorite games growing up. Absolutely loved it, and I'd like to see them make more different Stormtrooper variants, to be specific. Like, I know there was a Red Pauldron Stormtrooper, which they kind of did do with the Fallen Order Gaming Greats figure. But I know like the Celeste Trooper, which kind of had like the gas mask Stormtrooper, pretty cool. Then there's also just different variants like the Shadow Stormtrooper, different stuff like that. I just love to see because I think they're cool trooper variants, or even the Rebel variants. I know there is, I'll throw up like the Endor Rebel or the Celeste Rebel, which was kind of like a more like reddish orange color for their rebel suit. There's just different versions of the rebels I'd like to see that I think they could pretty easily do. So we'll have to wait and see, but I do hope they pump out some more Battlefront figures in the future. And then the last question from Commander Cook, he says, if you're allowed, or if we're allowed to know, and I think I already know because of the name of your channel, but what is your real name? Yes, my real name is Luke. That's why I named it Lukenessmonster. It was originally lukewarm. I know I've told the story on the channel, but I didn't think lukewarm sounded as cool, and my brother, he suggested Lukenessmonster. It was kind of a name, like a nickname / gamer tag I had when I was a little bit younger, but he suggested that. He thought it sounded cool, and it kind of just stuck. So yeah, that's how I got the name Lukenessmonster, but yes, my name is Luke. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, the like button and subscribe. If you guys do want your questions answered in next week's video, make sure to comment down below in this week's video, and I'll try my very best to answer it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.